What are some of your hobbies?
Well, I've recently become very interested in soil.
Soil?
That's right. I love everything about Jutland. I plan to put together a book about Jutland's local history. Whenever I find the time, I visit a new town. I'm particularly interested in how different soil nourishes different crops across Jutland.
Well, that's certainly a very interesting goal.
Ah, yes. Truly you appreciate Jutland's beauty as I do. Our country's prospered greatly by serving as a rural hub of sorts for the surrounding nations. We're dependent on Ragnite imports, but thanks to our agricultural trade, we've kept up with new technology. It's the combination of our agronomic accomplishments and the budding Ragnite industry that makes Jutland so unique.
I see.
Of course, this makes us a prime target for invasion, conquest. But that lingering threat's only made us work harder to be self-sufficient, independent, and prosperous. Our predecessors shed blood, sweat, and tears to build the beauteous Jutland we know today.
Yes.
That's why we're able to keep the country strong, even with an embargo in place. All thanks to the hard work of our ancestors. I mean, one only need visit the orchards by the Azure Sea to see the genius of their farming techniques. Allow me to explain.
Dirt. Who talks about dirt? Instead of matchmaking, he'd rant about Jutland's soil non-stop for 3 hours straight. That clod. No bride-to-be wants to hear that kind of dirty talk. He could have chatted about anything else, anything at all. My, what a lovely dress. Or, oh, such a fetching ribbon. See, is that so hard? It's no wonder my brother can't find a partner.
That does indeed sound like Gadot. He must truly love Jutland. Hearing that makes me so happy, as a princess.
My brother's, patriotism is all well and good, milady, and I'm glad to hear someone appreciates his quirks. But at this rate, he'll be a bachelor his entire life.
What are you two talking about?
I'm expressing my concerns for the future of Houseville 4.
Huh?
How envious I am that you two care so much about each other.
What?
Princess, have you not yet gone to rest?
I could not help thinking about Gadot. Do you remember how he would scold us when we were younger?
How could I forget? Around the time I came to the palace as your playmate, yes?
Indeed. I was thrilled to have a friend my age for once. I'd sneak into your bed at night, and of course Gadot would find me and lecture us both. How did it go? When children don't stay asleep after their bedtimes, a ghost appears and carries them away in a sack. How nostalgic. A ghost, he said.
As I recall, you were never scared of ghost stories at all. In fact, you just begged my brother to continue.
If nothing else, his tales were always amusing. You, on the other hand, were quite frightened, were you not?
I was just a child. Thinking back, I can't believe I let myself get spooked by a bunch of silly stories like that. Ah!
Miranda?
No, it's nothing. Nothing at all, your hat. Ah!
What is it?
There's something outside the window. A white shadow.
I did not notice anything.
It's true. Something's moving and making creepy noises. Like a spectral sack.
Then I shall go and take a look.
Princess, It's too dangerous! What if it is a ghost? Maybe it heard us talking about it! The princess could get thrown in its sack and taken away! I have to save Her Highness! No, but... Ah!
Twould seem some bed sheets were caught near the window.
Huh? Bed sheets?
It must have flown over from a clothesline earlier today. The breeze caused it to flutter and rustle in the wind.
Oh.
Miranda, can it be that you're still afraid of ghosts?
Yes, milady. Truth be told, they terrify me to this day.
I did not know. You usually act so calm and collected.
I'd been holding it in as long as I could. I didn't want your highness to see me in such a pitiful state. This is no laughing matter.
My apologies. I could not help it. Miranda, fearless warrior on the battlefield, cowering from a spooky sheet. The contrast is amusing, you must admit.
It's your and Gadot's fault I am this way to begin with. Even as a child, you were so amused, you just kept asking for more and more details. And my brother, with that serious face of his, wouldn't stop going on about what the ghost did with all the kids it took. Thanks to you two, the fear of phantoms haunts me still.
I'm terribly sorry about all that. But it makes me happy to hear you haven't changed a bit.
Are you implying I'm still a child?
Oh, Miranda, please do not pout. Well, let's hurry back to bed, before the ghosts find us.
Milady!
Just kidding. Miranda mentioned something about marriage proposals?
Always meddling in matters that don't concern her.
Please do not scold your sister. I insisted she tell me.
Princess, don't take anything she said seriously. I have a duty to focus on my current responsibilities. Settling down can wait till after the war.
Yes, of course.
Besides, I'm the one who should be worrying about her future. She's nobility, should be courting suitors herself, and yet she hasn't managed to entertain any promising prospects. Why, just the other day she said,
I could never marry a man who isn't stronger than me. And he'd have to be as honest as the princess herself.
and that was that.
Disregarding the part about myself, matching Miranda in strength is a condition few suitors could ever hope to meet.
Yes, that is why our father is having a hard time finding someone suitable.
What kind of gentleman do you suppose would suit her?
Me? Well, nothing unreasonable. They need only be as skilled with a sword as I am, as good-natured as my sister, and as sincere as you.
I think your conditions are even stricter than Miranda's.
Really?